You can control your dreams tonight just by getting up a few hours earlier than you normally would. Welcome back to Experience Lucid Dreaming, and today we're going to be talking about the Wake Back to Bed lucid dreaming technique and some additional tips you can use to control your dreams tonight. My goal is to get you to experience lucid dreams every single night, or at least whenever you want. And one of the most effective ways to do that is wake back to bed. The wake back to bed lucid dreaming method is really simple to use, and I recommend it not just for all beginners, but even those who have had lucid dreams before, because it's just so effective. I use wake back to bed combined with other techniques all the time. Now, in order to practice this technique, you must wake up earlier than you normally would. You're gonna be tired for sure, but don't worry, you don't have to do too much. Again, it's very basic, super quick, and today I'll explain specifically how you can do this method for yourself. Now, this method is super similar to wild lucid dreaming. And if you want a tutorial on that, I actually made one that you can access right now by clicking the upper right hand corner of this video. During Wake Back to Bed, you're essentially going to set an alarm for 2 to 3 hours before you typically wake up. For example, you would set an alarm for around 5 or 6 if you often wake up around 8. This is to ensure that you wake up either before or during REM sleep. As you may already be aware, REM sleep is the stage of sleep where dreams occur. So when you wake up from the middle of this stage of sleep, you are most likely to wake up straight from a dream, which makes this the easiest time to go back to sleep directly into a dream. Now, if at all possible, you don't want to get out of bed. Simply switch off your alarm, make sure your mind is awake and you're thinking properly. Do not move your body unless absolutely necessary. If, after a few minutes, you realize you're in an uncomfortable position and you just can't seem to focus on anything else, it's okay to adjust yourself, get comfortable, and then attempt to go back to sleep again. It's super helpful if you can get up and go straight back to sleep without moving. And I know it's challenging because you have to turn off your alarm clock, but try your best to move as little as possible. The alarm clock that I use has an auto shut-off timer on the alarm, which is incredibly helpful since I don't even need to move when my alarm wakes me up. Because it automatically shuts off, I've been able to slip into lucid dreams much easier. Sometimes without even waking up at all, since if I hear the sound of my dreams, I'll do a reality check and become lucid instantly. If you'd like to get an alarm clock like mine, I've put the link to the one I have in the description below. But when you finally do wake up, you should think about lucid dreaming and concentrate on the dream you want to have. Although it could be challenging, attempt to picture the dream scene in your mind's eye. You probably won't see a fully developed lucid dream, but make a strong effort to visualize it while attempting to remain focused. Now, when you wake up in the middle of the night like this and you want to do a lucid dreaming technique with Wake Back to Bed, there are several options available to you, and today we're going to go over 3. If you're skilled with wild lucid dreaming, you can literally just do wild right now and enter a dream right away. If you're more of a novice, then you might want to just try and perform the mild technique. Essentially, before you go to sleep, you want to keep thinking the same word, phrase, or mantra to yourself. If you want to learn more about either of those options, I've made tutorials on both of those techniques. So once you wake up, hopefully directly from a dream, pick a technique to attempt, and when you fall back asleep, there is a very strong probability that you may experience a lucid dream. I have had tons of success with lucid dreaming by combining the mild technique with Wake Back to Bed. But if you choose to do wild, be sure to maintain a strict mental focus while you allow your body to go to sleep. If you want to practice the mild technique, or even just think about lucid dreaming before falling asleep, you have the highest chance of achieving lucidity in your dream, since you're basically trying to re-enter your dreams with more focus, which is why it's critical to wake up during REM sleep. If you wake up in the middle of a REM cycle, spend some time thinking about lucid dreaming, and fall back asleep, the odds of you having a lucid dream increase dramatically. You may need to experiment for a few nights to determine when you experience REM sleep, but once you do, you should be able to do this easily. Nevertheless, it's crucial to note that this technique relies on a sleep cycle, so you must have a regular sleep schedule if you want to be able to do Wake Back to Bed efficiently. If you don't, your REM sleep will come at random times and it won't happen specifically enough for you to target it. To get a sleep cycle, all you have to do is go to sleep and get up every day at the same time. If this isn't possible because you have responsibilities that require random wake-up times, unfortunately this approach might not be as effective for you. But don't worry, If you truly can't maintain a proper sleep cycle, I plan to do a video specifically on some other alternatives in the future. So again, to perform this method, you only need to go to sleep at the same time and wake up a few hours before you normally do. From there, you can either not move and attempt wild lucid dreaming, repeat a specific mantra and try the mild method, or you can just try to think a lot about lucid dreaming and visualize what you want your dream to be, and then when you're ready to fall asleep, you could potentially enter that specific dream. So those are the 3 basic paths that I just explained to you, and there are definitely many more, but in order to keep this video brief, I won't go into them. If you'd like to learn more about mild or wild lucid dreaming, visit my channel for those videos. A bonus tip on how to improve your chances of lucid dreaming with Wake Back to Bed is to listen to some music designed to help induce lucid dreams. These are commonly referred to as binaural beats. While this does definitely require you to move, it seems to be helpful at inducing lucid dreams. Unfortunately, it doesn't really do anything for me, but a few of my friends find it incredibly beneficial and they pretty much always have lucid dreams. Now, I don't recommend attempting Wake Back to Bed every night, as your sleep cycle may be disrupted since you're waking up really early and going back to bed, but if you do this technique correctly, you should only be awake for around 5 to 10 minutes, and it won't seriously mess anything up. But if you're just getting started and this method is unsuccessful, try not to get discouraged with yourself. Just practice it once or twice a week until you get good at it, and then start trying additional methods with Wake Back to Bed. If you're interested in more lucid dreaming techniques, tips, and information, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment letting me know what you want to see more of. But that concludes today's video. I hope you guys picked up a few tips on the Wake Back to Bed method. It's a great technique, and I always suggest it to both newcomers and experts because it's a terrific strategy and its success rate is super high. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.